Hey yo, everybody, it's Syncros here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. And in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at 3 awesome adventure blueprints, so stay tuned and let's dive on in. Alright everyone, welcome back, and if you are new here and have not yet subscribed, be sure to do so for more awesome Planet Coaster content. We have lots of awesome stuff in the works right now, especially with Halloween right around the corner. Stay tuned for some spooky rides. And if you'd like to support the show, you can do so via Patreon, get priority spotlights at the beginning of each month. And if you'd like to join our Planet Coaster community, links will be down in the description to join our Discord. Lots of awesome creators there. Very happy and welcoming community. Now, let's get this spotlight underway. First up, we have Expedition Africa, submitted by one of our Discord advanced builders, Nate the Great, and they say, "Hi Johnny, this is my first attempt at a blueprint with 4,000 pieces, and I ended up going over and reaching almost 8,000. The coaster Expedition Africa is a realistic B&M stand-up coaster with 5 inversions. I did custom supports for the whole ride, and I used the 4-meter method on the track. This can make it very rough in seat view, so make sure to do track view. Also, don't want those flailing arms. Setup information is in the workshop description, should be fairly straightforward. I would also like for you to give me harsh feedback so I can improve myself and work up in the ranks. Thanks for everything you do for this great community, Nate." Alright everyone, we have a stand-up Enigma Expedition Africa with a 6.41 excitement, a 4.10 fear, and a 1.39 nausea. There's a look at the rest of the results, and let's ride this. Alright, well first of all, I gotta say, that was a really smooth track and coaster layout. That was super smooth. Your inversions were amazing. The 0G roll just felt so nice. Of course, we're restricted to it in front bumper or track view, but I mean, I prefer to ride coasters in seat view, so I'm not a fan of the 4-meter method because it restricts that, but yeah, it makes insanely smooth coasters. Yeah, no, really great track design. So as far as it being an 8K blueprint, I feel like most of your pieces just went into plant life and rocks and stuff. I don't really see 8K anywhere else, you know? Or I think doing an 8K blueprint gives you an opportunity to utilize a lot more, especially in your building. So, like your building, it's, I think it could use a little more sprucing up myself. Like, it looks really good, don't get me wrong. Like, you get the custom rafters and stuff like that in here. It looks really great, but you could have added a lot more details to fill it up in here, just to kind of sell it a little more, put some, I don't know, pots or whatever African stuff kicking around. Yeah, because I feel like most of your pieces kind of got wasted away in making this lush forest, which looks really good, but I mean over here doesn't serve the blueprint any purpose. Let's see how many pieces there are just in this one area. So that's 222 pieces you could have saved over just in a corner here, you know what I mean? And I don't think that needed to be there at all. You could have easily gotten away with relocating these pieces for another part of the blueprint. And one thing I really would have liked to have seen would have been a custom sign. You have this one over here, but it's just the kind of general one that comes with Planko. So with using 8,000 pieces, I don't see there to be any reason why you couldn't have had a custom sign, especially if you're trying to rank up into the expert level and whatnot. Because I mean, custom signs are kind of becoming a lot more common. So I think if you're wanting to hit up into the expert bracket, custom signs would be really good to see. The rock work looks really good, but yeah, even around here, it's hard because it makes the rock work like less obvious, I guess. It kind of hides the fact that there's a giant tower of rocks here, but I don't think this is needed at all for a coaster blueprint. And over here too, like I think, yeah, I mean, it looks nice. I just feel like if you maybe change your track design a little bit too, you wouldn't have needed any of this, right? And then this is a whole bunch more pieces you could have saved. Right there is 2,000 pieces. Yeah, so that says a lot right there. That's 2,000 pieces just right here. If you had just redone your track and not done all this, you would have saved that 2,000 pieces, right? So I think being a little more, I guess a little smarter about what you're doing with your pieces, because I mean, as nice as that stuff does look, I find it unnecessary just for like little tiny sections of coaster. Like it just goes out there, it's there for about 3 seconds and that's it. You have 2,000 pieces dedicated to 3 seconds of ride. So that seems a little bit strange to me in the blueprint. But I mean, overall, it's a really nice layout. Like it was a lot of fun and it ran really nicely. The blueprint idea, it looks really nice. So yeah, I don't know. This one's a tough one for me. I really liked it. But as far as the piece utilization goes, you definitely need to work on that a little bit. But overall, good job here today, Nate the Great, and I'm excited to see what you come up with for your next idea. And up next, we have Savannah Springs, submitted by Yui Blitz, one of our Discord advanced builders, and they say, Savannah Springs has long been one of the most respected and natural environments, but for a construction company, that isn't the case. When the public realized the historic landmark would be completely destroyed, they rallied together to protect it. When the construction company lost the case in court, Savannah Springs has been untouched. No matter how many times man tries to cover up the natural environment, the wild will always come back with the rightful vengeance. Hey peeps, hope you like this coaster. Just felt like doing a compact coaster for no reason, you know, the usual trash I pull out. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Okay, so we have Savannah Springs, a launch drive tire F25 with a 6.48 excitement, a 4.71 fear, and a 0.80 nausea. There's a look at the rest of the results. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about this. This was short and sweet, and it was fun for what it was. I mean, the ride lasted like, what, 25 seconds? Let's see. 34.5 seconds. That's insanely short, obviously what you were going for. And as far as theming goes, I don't really know what else you could have done here. Maybe some more wooden structures or something. I don't know, just to sell your backstory, maybe more overgrown, have some tree roots and stuff in here. I'm sure you have quite a few pieces to work with still, giving the size. Oh yeah, tons. You have another 3,000 you could have worked with. I mean, obviously there's not a whole lot more you can do here, given the size of it, without making it look ridiculous. But I think adding some tree roots and things like that to make it look overgrown to sell your backstory a little more would have been good. But I mean, overall, that was fun. Quick little ride. Yeah, nice coaster. Good job, Yui Blitz. And I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. All right, off to the next one. We have Chang, submitted by one of our Discord master builders, Jacques, and he says, Hi Johnny, this is an Asian coaster I recently built. For the theme I chose a Chinese jungle-like biome, and the idea for the coaster comes from an ancient Chinese spear weapon. I chose to make a very low-to-the-ground hypercoaster for this that is dashing through the jungle. It should be very easy to set up, and I hope you have fun with it. Alright, and before anybody starts wondering how you pronounce that word, I googled it. QI is pronounced CH in English, so if Google's wrong, then screw Google. I did the best I could. We have Chang, a prototype wing coaster with a 6.70 excitement, a 4.77 fear, and a 1.44 nausea. There's a look at the rest of the results, and I'm pretty excited to ride this one. Holy cow. I am a big fan of that coaster. That was awesome. I love with this theming. That is really good. So I featured Jock, I think it was a month and a bit ago now, Temple of Anubis, and I just raved about that coaster, and pretty much everything I said there stands here. You do amazing work, my friend. This is incredible. The track design, it was awesome. I guess one little tidbit, I guess one thing I did notice is some of the transitions were a little bit, I wouldn't say rough, but they could have used a little bit more touch of smoothing. But I mean, minor things on the grand scale of what you have done here. This is incredible. You really did a good job selling this Asian theme. Yeah, this is freaking incredible. And this is kind of where I was at in his last creation. I couldn't just stop saying how nice it was. Everywhere I looked, I'm like, this is awesome. Over here, awesome. Over here, awesome. You detail it so well. We're just gonna do a little slow-mo fly through in here because this jungle is incredible. And I think I've said incredible, what is that, 4 times now? Yeah. Oh man, this is awesome. Good shot there. Yeah, I don't know, Jacques, you are blowing us away with your creations, and keep them coming because I love seeing what you come up with. It's just incredible the amount of detail you can pack into 4K. You always do a custom sign, and your theming is just spot on every time. So keep it up. And Nate the Great, so just as a bit of a reference here, your guys' blueprints are roughly the same size, but like he's still only 4K, whereas you're 8K. So piece utilization, it just goes to show how far you can really push it, right? And he's got a custom sign and everything on with 4K pieces. So yeah, that was kind of what I was getting at with better piece utilization from you, just for some feedback. And UE Blitz, I don't really have any point of reference from these two for feedback on yours, because yours is just kind of, I got nothing on yours. I'm sorry, it was fun. So it's just, yeah, all about piece utilization and doing that a little better. So yeah, custom sign would have been great to have seen from you. But I mean, overall, your coaster building, that was a great track design, and your ideas for blueprints are good. I think, yeah, just track layout could be tightened up a little bit, or just not having random pieces coming out like this, because those eat up your parts really quickly when you have that. So if you're able to keep it in one area and not have these random parts over here, then it is a lot easier to keep your piece count low. So yeah, I think that's about it. Really good job today from these 3 creators. Let me know what you guys think about these creations down in the comments below. And if you are new here, be sure to subscribe for more amazing Planet Coaster content. As I said, we got some stuff in the works for Halloween. And if you'd like to join our Planet Coaster community, links will be down in the description below. Thank you all for joining me here today, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.